Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Thank you all for being here. For those who don't know me, I'm Mr. Love. Myself and a number of colleagues have come together today to reach out to young men. Okay, if you look around the room, you notice we're all young men. This is very purposeful and intentional. And when I say all of us, even the old timers, the gray faces, okay? Part of this grand experiment is us reaching out to you because in our experience and all of the gentlemen here, we've had many conversations about this. We believe in your potential. We recognize your greatness. We know you're capable of really, really good things. And many of you are accomplishing some really good things. But we can all get a little bit better, okay? Some of us it's academic, some of us it's personal. Sometimes there are some challenges that are keeping us from getting to where we could go. And today is just a day of men coming together with men to talk about some things that we hope will help you advance, okay? This is the first time we're doing this here. We hope to make it a regular thing, but at the end of the day, we're going to come together. We're going to have a nice lunch. We're going to get your feedback on what you heard today, what you learned today, what you saw today. So all of this is serious business, okay? I know sometimes you go to workshops and it's all about pumping you up and telling you, yeah, you're great, you're really doing good, but they don't leave you with anything, right? We want to give you something that will make you think. We hope that you will go home, talk to your loved ones, talk to your parents, your relatives. Man, First Sergeant Logan was dropping some wisdom today. I need to talk to you about this. Or whoever shared that with you. You feel me on that?
Let me tell you who I am. My name is Thomas Gomes. I've been teaching here at Mount Miguel High School. This is my 17th year here. Okay? We're going to be doing a workshop today. Really, the way it's going to work and the way it'll be the most productive is if you are honest. We need honesty. We need openness. We're in a safe place. We can say the things we want to say here. That's one of the most important things about getting young men together, alone, away from everyone else, is that we can now talk real talk about some of what we're experiencing, what we're going through, and what we're trying to change. We're going to be focusing on your story matters. You may or may not know this, but there is right now, when I look around this room right here, there is a story that has been told, is still being told, a narrative in this country about young men who look like you. You haven't even had a chance to have a say in it. It's already been laid out. I'm going to just share a little bit. Folks, I'm 50 years old. I've lived through some stuff. I have a certain look. And through my life, I've encountered things based on a story that's been told that nobody consulted me with. Walked into a house with a friend. Grandma's in the house, sees me walking down the hall, enters way to the house. In her own house, here's what she does. She sees me, white woman, jumps, clings the wall for her life in her own house. And there's been a dialogue and a story that's already been told, because if you don't tell your story, somebody else will, and somebody else has. They've been telling these stories for years, for centuries. You go out into the world now, you're trying to deal with the world. I'm young, I'm educated, I'm motivated, I'm respectful, I got dreams and aspirations, and now you walk into certain situations, but guess what? There's a story already about you before you get in the door. And it's going to impact the way you're treated. It's going to impact the way you, the respect you may or may not get. It's going to impact so much, and nobody consulted you. They made that assumption because there's already a story. We need to talk about what's the real story. What's the real story of you? What's the real story of you? What's your story? What's your story? Because if we don't start changing that story, things can go from bad to worse. Because I didn't hear anyone talk about, they said, scholar, artist, intellect.
When I was younger, I was considered an at-risk youth. You guys know what that is?
Yeah.
What is it?
It's you're at risk of going to jail, getting in trouble, dying.
Exactly. Anything that you guys have been through, been there, done that, got the t-shirt. It's just a different generation. Because I'm supposed to be an at-risk youth, that I'm supposed to go to penitentiary, I don't have to buy that line. I knew there was two different ways to get out that I was seeing by observing life. One was education, and another was through military. This rank that I'm wearing right here, in the Army, there's only one rank higher as an enlisted. It's very hard to get that. You don't see this. statement is flocky non faccio. Say it together. Flocky
Flocky non
non faccio. Now that's not a curse word. What that is, it's Latin, or it means I don't give a hoot. It's the best thing for saying like Nakuna Matata, no worries. For instance, I don't have enough money for college. Flocky non faccio. I'll find a way to get that. It's hard to do what I want to do for a career. Flocky non faccio. Hey, I don't quite know what I want to do. Flocky non faccio. It means I'm not going to let something get in my way to keep me from doing that. If you don't think you can do something, you're not going to do it. You're not going to try. Anything worth obtaining, worth having, is worth fighting for.
I'm just trying to be real with y'all, man. I'm trying to be 100, straight up. We're trained. Okay, you guys, we're trained. Law enforcement is trained. Reasonable person, a reasonable person. What would a reasonable person do at this moment in time, okay? So if a cop walked up to you guys and said, you need to have a seat and keep your hands out of your pocket, most of you guys would do what? You have a seat and put your hands in your pocket. But that dude that wants to fight and pose a threat to me would be like, man, F you, I ain't doing nothing. What's up? Let's want to fight? That's gonna give me a red flag, a trigger, my hair's gonna stand up. Okay, something's going on with this dude. Why is he being all fishy? So now I gotta go on my protective side and I gotta go, dude, you need to sit down and keep your hands in your pocket. So if this dude goes, man, what? And goes like this and goes in his pocket and does this to me, guess what? Sorry for you, buddy, but you just got shot because you have a cell phone in your pocket. I don't have time to figure out if dude has an iPhone 5 coming out of his pocket in his hand, okay? Because it could easily be a strap. You got guns that fit in head pocket like yourself that come right out and you can shoot through. I mean, there's all kinds of weapons out there, guys. I have a family at home that I want to go home to. I make a promise to my son and my daughter and my wife every day I'm going to come home safe.